Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. Last Sunday, I had to clean out some of my house. I was having some work being done, and I needed to clear out my belongings so that nothing gets damaged, and so the people had room to work on what they needed to work on. And while I was cleaning out my house, I decided to throw on some Cartoon Network in the background. Just figured, I don't know what's going to be on, but I'll just throw something on for some background noise while I'm cleaning out my living room. And when I turned on Cartoon Network, I was honestly stunned at the schedule that I was watching. I had no idea that Cartoon Network has an absolutely outstanding schedule on Sundays every single week, even to an extent as well. Their Saturday schedule isn't as strong as their Sunday lineup, but there's still some good stuff in there. So I'll take you through the Sunday schedule real quick. So they sign on at 6 a.m. with the heroic quest of the Valiant Prince Ivandoe, which personally I haven't sat through a whole episode of that series, but from what I've seen, it's just not for me. 6:30 is the Amazing World of Gumball, all the way until 8 a.m. where you get Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. At 9 a.m. you have a Scooby-Doo movie. 10:45 the new Looney Tunes, all the way until 11, which is only 15 minutes, but they have the Looney Tunes show on from 11 to 12 o'clock. The Tom and Jerry show then comes on to 1 o'clock for We Bare Bears. Then you have at 2 o'clock Steven Universe, at 3 o'clock Adventure Time, at 4 o'clock regular show before signing off to Adult Swim at 5 p.m. And like I said before, that is an absolutely outstanding lineup. It's really just a blast of the 2010s. You go from having the Looney Tunes show on, and I don't really care all that much for the Tom and Jerry show. I feel like if you swap that out for something like maybe Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, that would even strengthen the lineup even further. But you go from having the Looney Tunes show to We Bare Bears at 1, then you have Steven Universe on, then Adventure Time, then regular show. It is such a treat. It is such a great lineup that really is a blast from Cartoon Network's early 2010s. And every show they had on there, every show that's on during that little, few hours span is a amazing series from Cartoon Network's past outside of the Tom and Jerry show. That's the one sore thumb to me. I'm not saying the Tom and Jerry show is bad. I've watched it from time to time. I do enjoy it a little bit here and there, but it just seems like the one that doesn't really fit into that mix. Like I said, the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated would make a lot more sense in that time slot as opposed to the Tom and Jerry show, but nevertheless, that's me nitpicking because it's just amazing to see Cartoon Network have such strong of a lineup on Sundays. And like I said, this is something that I had absolutely no idea about. I just happened to turn it on to put some background noise on while I'm cleaning out my house. Even on Saturdays as well, at around noon, they have the Looney Tunes show on, and I was again one day just eating lunch on Saturday at home, and I just decided to turn on Cartoon Network and see what they have on, and I saw, what? They have the Looney Tunes show on at noon every single Saturday? I didn't know this. And I've noticed recently as well that the Looney Tunes show has actually been having a much larger presence on Cartoon Network. Unfortunately, during the week, it's only on, I believe, from like 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Then Bugs Bunny Builders comes on, which I love the Looney Tunes show. I do get to see it some mornings when I have to get up early, but other than that, it's not a time slot that people are going to be able to watch the show. Most people will still be sleeping unless if they have to get ready for school or work or whatever they have to get up early for. The one thing that I do wonder is, why is this schedule exclusive to Sundays? Because when you look at Cartoon Network's schedule on the weekdays, while it has gotten better over the past, 6 to 8 months, it's not as strong as the lineup that they have going on Sundays. Just a really quick rundown of the weekly schedule from Monday through Friday. It starts out at 6 a.m. with the Amazing World of Gumball, which switches over to the Looney Tunes show at 6:30, which goes on until 7:30 when Bugs Bunny Builders comes on because Cartoonito comes on to the block. At 8 o'clock, you have Bat Wheels. At 8:30, you have We Baby Bears. Then Craig of the Creek at 9. Then We Bare Bears at 9:30. Then all of a sudden at 10 a.m., you have Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. 11 a.m., The Amazing World of Gumball. That goes on till 12:30 when Clarence comes on, until 1:30 when Craig of the Creek shows up. 2 o'clock is Teen Titans Go. 3 o'clock is Tiny Toons Looniversity for a half hour until The Amazing World of Gumball comes on till 4, where regular show ends off the day from 4 to 5. That isn't a bad lineup. Compared to what Cartoon Network's had over recent years, it's actually a pretty strong lineup, and there is a decent amount of variety in there. It's just, for me personally, I feel like the Sunday lineup is just so much stronger because you have a lot more classic shows on, and I just kind of wonder, I'm not not saying, look, I want to clarify, I'm not saying that, we got to get rid of Craig of the Creek from the daily schedule. We have to get rid of Teen Titans Go from the daily schedule, as much as I don't like that series. We have to get rid of Clarence or The Amazing World of Gumball. No, I'm not saying that. I feel like they all have their place in the schedule and they all should be there. It's more so I kind of just wonder, why is this only a thing on Sundays? Like, why not have every day, Monday through Friday at 4 to 5 as regular show as we have right now? Then 5 to 6 you get Adventure Time, 6 to 7 Steven Universe, then from 7 to 9 is when it switches over to Adult Swim's Checkered Pass block. I feel like that strengthens the lineup even further because, like I said, I do think the Monday through Friday schedule is pretty strong as it is already. It's not perfect, but it's definitely much better than what they've had over recent years. Although I don't love the time slot Teen Titans Go is on, because honestly, that's a time during the day that a lot of times I will tune into Cartoon Network for like an hour or so, and unfortunately Gumball used to be on during that time, and now it's Teen Titans Go, which for me personally, I'm not watching Teen Titans Go, but still I feel like if you extend the schedule by 2 hours, have it end at 7 p.m. as opposed to 5 p.m., have an hour of Steven Universe thrown in there, an hour of Adventure Time thrown in there, that just strengthens the schedule even further. And while the schedule has gotten better, I'm just saying, if you take some of what you have on Sundays, throw it into your weekday, add another 2 hours onto your airtime, it would make the schedule so much stronger. And like I said, the point of this video is not to really criticize Cartoon Network, it's more so to applaud them for having such a fantastic schedule on Sundays. I would hope that they would do this more often and not just on Sundays. I mean, maybe on Sundays, instead of it signing off at 5 p.m., make it go on even further. Just continue that with like Ben 10 Omniverse, continue that with like Symbiotic Titan, have Sundays be your day to go back to the 2010s. It'd be so cool if Cartoon Network, last thing I'll say before we sign off, it'd be so cool if Cartoon Network would market it in such a way that it's like Sundays, welcome back to the 2010s. Kind of like how Checkered Pass has those blocks. It's like you remember yourself watching cartoons after school as a kid, it's all coming back to you. Whatever the marketing is they use for Checkered Pass, do something similar but for Sundays and call it a different block. Call it like Cartoon Network's Time Capsule or something like that, and it's like you're going back to the 2010s for like 5-6 hours on Sundays. That'd be such a cool way to market this, because right now there is no marketing around this. I had no idea these shows were on. It's just they happen to be on the schedule. There's nothing special around it, but I feel like if you make it a block, Cartoon Network's Time Capsule, I'm sure you guys can come up with a better name than that, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you have a block surrounding these shows airing on Sundays, it would make it so much more special and would make more people aware to the fact that these shows are on the air. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about their Sunday schedule? Were you like me that you had no idea that these shows were on, or did you know that they've been airing these shows on Sundays? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.